We've only just begun.
Hi everybody, I'm Patrick Heaney and this is Be Positive, the vlog dedicated to helping you get the most out of your creative endeavors. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about dealing with frustration. And by that I mean the frustration that other people have with you. Occasionally, especially if you are selling your art or whatever online, you're going to come across people who are not entirely satisfied with their experience. Back in January, I started working on the Women's March pins. They are something that I'm very passionate about, something I'm very excited about, and something that I was very fortunate to have a lot of support on. I ran a pretty successful Kickstarter campaign, and ever since then I have been dealing with the normal manufacturing hurdles. They were not made, put on a ship, and eaten by Godzilla, but maybe abnormal in the amount of frustrations that I've had to deal with. I've gotten to be quite frustrated with the whole process. I am still very eager to receive those pins, and I have been assured that I will be receiving them shortly. But that's just my experience. Meanwhile, I have 50 plus fantastic people who I was very fortunate to receive love and support from, who are waiting also. I try not to constantly update people so that they don't realize how tedious the process is, but at this point in time it's mid-May and I had said that I was going to deliver these pins in April. And you really need to keep in mind, especially if you're a small business person like I am, that you are growing, but the people who are working with you, the people who are buying from you, the people who are supporting you are growing with you. They are just as eager, they are just as invested, and they only see the world from that outside point. And if you personalize their frustration, it's unfair to yourself and it's unfair to them. Everyone has a right to deal with life in their own way, and it's very difficult to accurately know why people feel what they do. But when you are met with that frustration, it's great to be able to take a moment and explain yourself from a totally calm and constructive place. Because if you reflect that frustration back to them, not only is it a bad idea socially, it's just unfair. They don't know what's going on, and it's not necessarily a negative reflection of you. People just don't always know the precise right way to respond, and that's because there's no right way. There might be a way that's not most beneficial to you, but how is anyone else supposed to know that? So when you find yourself in a situation where people are coming to you and saying, hey, I expected this by now, it's really important to be compassionate and patient with those people. There is a fantastic artist from whom I ordered a print not too long ago, and it came a little banged up, and she was super gracious about it. And honestly, it made that artist and I closer. We had sort of corresponded a bit online, but we started collaborating together after that point because it got a dialogue going. And I'm not saying that that's always going to happen in every situation, but I am reminding you that even a negative experience like frustration is an open doorway to build a relationship and to create a positive situation, which sounds really naive, but it's the truth. Some of my worst enemies in life I turned into my closest friends, and I could get into that story another time because it sounds kind of like an old dad sort of story, like, when I was a boy, I turned all the bullies into buddies. And if you want to hear it, let me know. Be calm and accepting of the frustrations in your life, and be calm and accepting of the frustrations in other people's lives. Because even if someone is frustrated with the situation, or even if they are frustrated with you, it doesn't mean that they're against you. And there's always an opportunity to grow a relationship, to grow a partnership, grow a friendship, and that's what you want in the world.